Hi all, this is VC here from VC's Academy. In today's class we will discuss about introduction to viruses. It is one of the important concepts which will make sure that what are the characteristics of virus. In my next classes we will discuss one by one about microorganisms. As we all have to know what are viruses, I have started this short video which will be a revision purpose. So let's go into the concept without any late. So what we will see in today's class: viruses and its general characteristics. So what are viruses and what are its general characteristics, and what in general characteristics? First one, we will see what are the living characteristics of viruses. So what is the first thing which we will be dealing is living characteristics of viruses, the non-living characteristics of viruses, and lastly, what are the unique properties of viruses. So what are the three things which we are going to learn today are living characteristics of viruses, non-living characteristics of viruses, unique properties of viruses. So let's see one by one. I have given here images of viruses. So first we will see what are viruses. So when we talk about viruses, what we have to remember first? The very first thing which comes to our mind is viruses are submicroscopic. So what are viruses? Viruses are submicroscopic, and in Latin virus means poison or toxin. So what is virus meaning in Latin? In Latin, virus means poison or toxin. Viruses are acellular infectious agents. So viruses are acellular infectious agents. So we can define viruses as submicroscopic and acellular infectious agents. And these viruses grow on plants, animals, humans, and as well as on other microorganisms also. And for our best information, TMV is the first known virus which was discovered by Beijerinck in the year 1899. So what is the first known virus? TMV. And who discovered it? Beijerinck in the year 1899. So this is to be noted very well. As of now, there are around 5000 viruses which are described, and as of date, till date, there are around 5000 viruses which are described, and still work is going on as new viruses are being discovered day by day. And study of viruses is known as virology and is also a branch of microbiology. These possess some traditional properties of organisms and some which are of non-living molecules. So the viruses contains or possesses or exhibits traditional properties of organisms and some non-living characteristics. So what are the main characteristics which we can say when we talk about viruses are submicroscopic. In Latin, virus means poison or toxin. Viruses are cellular infectious agents, and these grow on plants, animals, humans, and microorganisms as well. So where we can find microorganisms? We can find microorganisms everywhere on the planet Earth, like plants, animals, humans, and microorganisms. So what is the first known virus? TMV. And who discovered it? Beijerinck. In which year? 1899. And as of date, how many viruses are described? There are around 5000 viruses which were described till date. And study of virus. What is the study of virus called? Study of virus is called as virology and is a branch of microbiology. And these viruses possess some traditional properties of organisms and some of non-living molecules. So next we will go to the other concept which is very important, like the living characteristics of viruses. So we can see the basic structure of virus here, which I took from the Google. Very firstly, viruses multiply within the host cell, gives rise to the same genetic types. So when we talk about the living characteristics of viruses multiply within the host cell and gives rise to the same genetic types. So here multiplication takes place within the host cell and the same type of genetic material is multiplied and gained. They have genetic material either DNA or RNA and can undergo mutation like living organisms. So these have genetic material, that is either DNA or RNA, and these viruses can go mutations like the living organism. As we go mutations and we can observe mutations in our bodies, in the same way viruses can also have mutations in them. Viruses show specific intracellular parasitism. So the unique characteristics of living character of virus is that it shows specific intracellular parasitism. As you all know what is meant by intracellular and intracellular, so we can understand very clearly that viruses show specific intracellular parasitism. They can be easily transmitted from host to host. So they can easily transferred or can move from one host to the another. They are able to infect and cause disease to living beings. So these viruses are able to infect and cause disease to living beings. They react to heat, radiation and chemicals. So viruses can react to heat, radiation and chemicals. So what are the living characters of virus we are discussing? Viruses are able to multiply within the host cell and can give rise to the same genetic types, and these have genetic material either DNA or RNA and can undergo mutations like living organisms. Viruses show specific intracellular parasitism and they can be easily transmitted from host to host, and they are able to infect and cause disease to living beings, and they react to heat, radiation and chemicals. And next we will go to the concept of non-living characteristics of viruses. So what are the non-living characteristics we have? Viruses have no cytoplasm, nucleus, membranes and other cell organelles. So the very first thing which we have to understand is that viruses do not have cytoplasm, nucleus, membranes and organelles. They lack the ability to grow independently and completely depends on other living organisms for their existence. So what do they lack? They lack the ability to grow independently, and that is the reason why they depend completely on other living organisms for their existence, and they show parasites. Viruses do not have energy production system of their own. So these viruses do not have energy producing process in them, or they cannot produce energy by their own, so they have to depend on others. They can easily be crystallized. So viruses can be easily crystallized by using some sort of biomedical processes. Viruses remain as inert chemicals outside the host cell. One of the very important non-living characteristics of virus is that they remain as inert chemicals when they are outside the host cell. The non-living characters of virus, what we have to consider more. Viruses do not have cytoplasm, nucleus, membranes and organelles, and they lack the ability to grow independently, and these completely depend on other living organisms for their existence. Viruses do not have energy production system on their own, and these can be easily crystallized, and viruses remain as inert chemicals outside the host cell. Next we will go to the one of the last concept for today, that is unique properties of viruses, that which are exhibited only by the viruses but not by others. What are they? Viruses are acellular organisms. Viruses are acellular organisms. That means they are not in the stage of cellular level. They are ultra microscopic. They are not normal microscopic, but they are ultra microscopic or submicroscopic. These are obligate intracellular parasites. So what are viruses? We can define viruses as obligate intracellular parasites, which are ultra microscopic and acellular organisms. And viruses are made up of nucleoproteins. So what are viruses made of? Viruses are made of nucleoproteins. And the genetic material in viruses will be either DNA or RNA, but never the genetic material of virus contains both the DNA or RNA. It consists only either DNA or RNA. That is to be remembered very, very clearly. Viruses can be crystallized very easily, as I have mentioned earlier, and these cause diseases in humans, plants and animals. Viruses causes diseases in humans, plants and animals, and these can be easily transmitted directly or through vectors from one host to the another. Viruses can be easily transmitted. How? It can be directly or through vectors from one host to another, and these viruses can be cultured only on living media like cells of chick embryo, tissue culture cells, etc. So these are the unique properties of viruses. What are the unique properties of viruses? If anyone asks us to define the unique properties of viruses, we can write the points which I have mentioned. Viruses are acellular organisms. These are ultra microscopic and they are obligate intracellular parasites, and these are made up of nucleoproteins. Genetic material in viruses is either DNA or RNA, and these can be easily crystallized. These causes diseases in humans, plants and animals, and these can be transmitted either directly or through vectors from one host to another. Virus can be cultured only on living media like cells of chick embryo or tissue culture cells, etc. That is for today. Hope you all are understanding my concepts. Comment us and share us if you have any doubts or any other topics. That's all for today. We will get back to you with another concept. Don't forget to subscribe and share.